to It's a YP Thing podcast. And I'm so excited to have this special guest, as you all see, Miss Odacia Collins.
Yes, hi, I
Odacia,
am excited.
thank you. Thank you for coming on the podcast. Odacia is going to definitely talk to us a little bit today about entrepreneurship, her life as a social media content creator, and how she went from working in corporate to social media content creating full time and also being a mom. So, super excited to hear all about her journey and just thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here, y'all. I've been seeing Pansy do her thing with this podcast, and I actually reached out to her. I'm like, look, I don't know if you're going to eventually be having guests, but if you do, girl, hit me up because yes, I love what you're doing. Like, I love what you're doing. So I just love to see, young professionals. That's what it's all about, and I really love to see us thriving in this online space. I'm just so happy to be here.
Yes, yes, absolutely. It's a YP Thing podcast for the listeners that are listening, maybe for the first time. It's a YP Thing podcast is all about encouraging, educating, and elevating young professionals. So thank you for this link up that is
Yes.
finally absolutely. Okay, well, let me share a little bit about Odacia before we jump into the conversation. Today, we have the pleasure of speaking with Odacia Collins, a dynamic mompreneur and serial entrepreneur. Odacia is the CEO and founder of two flourishing brands, Dash of Dash and the AJ Collection. She is a proud 2018 alumni of the University of Central Arkansas. Whoop,
Yes,
whoop. And a
period.
fall 2016 initiate of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Dash of Dash, founded in 2019, serves as a platform dedicated to financial literacy, fashion, and lifestyle content. Building on her success, Odacia launched the AJ collection in 2023, a product based business that has quickly gained traction. With a dedicated community of over 43,000 followers across
Wow.
YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Yes, let's
Yes,
give it up.
girl, yes,
Alicia has successfully grown her online presence and influence. In November 2023, she took the leap to become a full time serial entrepreneur and has been thriving ever since. Please join me in welcoming officially, formally, Odacia
girl.
Collins to the
Yes, girl.
NJYP Thing podcast.
Yes, that's yes.
Girl, killing it,
Yes, girl. I mean,
killing it.
girl, it just I didn't expect to graduate college and the goal be entrepreneurship, but like
Mhm,
now that I'm here, I don't see the goal being anything else. Honestly, like I don't.
mhm,
I go back and forth. Like I don't see anything wrong with a 9 to 5 or a career. I really don't. But it has to benefit me for sure. Like I always said, like if I was to go
right.
back into like the field, it would definitely be like on my terms. Like just kind of a lot of the stuff that you talk about on your platform. Like it's just so much that I've learned working for myself and just understanding how valuable you are and understanding like the skill sets and the things that you have. Like yeah, if I was to go back, you gonna pay. And
Right.
it's gonna be doing something that I actually like to do and that I want to do.
Mhm.
But I feel like in some kind of way, I'm gonna always be doing entrepreneurship. So
I love
yeah,
it.
I'm
I
here,
love it.
girl.
And it wasn't something that you initially even
Mm-mm.
planned. Like,
So
yeah, let's
yeah,
start
I
there.
actually yeah.
Where did it
I actually got my bachelor's of science in biology. So my undergraduate degree is a bachelor's of science in biology, and I have a minor in mathematics. And
Mhm.
so I actually was planning on so my underground I was underground pre med to be a pediatrician. Like that's what I had my mindset on. I was like, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be a doctor, and that's because it's those are doctors and lawyers and nurses. Those are the titles that kind of like growing up in especially in our community, just being very real. Like those are those are
Yeah.
the titles that people in our community feel like that makes you successful. So like
Mhm.
those were the things that kind of was like, oh yeah, you're gonna be this, you're gonna be that. And so it's kind of like I never and nobody ever around me was really an entrepreneur. Like I don't have any
Mhm.
family members that run a business or like do anything like I'm doing. So like that was never it was never in my forefront. So
Mhm.
yeah, I was on the path of going. I graduated. I was looking at PA schools and stuff, but what really kind of just made me be like, no, I really don't. want to do that no more is I had Aiden. Aiden was my only kid at the time.
Mhm.
And so I had, how old was he? Like 5 when I had graduated. So I'm like, okay, I've already, because my schedule in college, girl, I would wake up, it would be like 6 o'clock. I'm getting up, I'm dropping him off to daycare by 7, 7:30.
Mhm.
I got to be to class by 8. I'm probably in class from like 8, anywhere from 8 to 1 to 2. And then I'm getting
Right.
straight out of class and I'm going to work. I'm working at AT&T. I'm working like 3 to 10. And then
Right.
sometimes, you know what I'm saying, I'm having to leave up there to go get my son to go drop him off at the babysitter to get back to work. And then by the time I'm getting home, that was 12 o'clock. So it was a hamster wheel. It's
Right.
like I've missed so much of my son's life. So I was just like, I don't really know if I want to be a doctor because I know I'm gonna have to go back to school for like another 4 years and then keep doing all this school and keep doing all this
Mhm.
residency. And it just one day, COVID really pushed me into
Mm.
entrepreneurship. And so the job that I had when COVID got here, I actually was a financial representative. And so that's kind of how
Okay.
I got into the finance world. Um,
Mhm.
and so what I didn't realize at the time was that was a entrepreneurship job. Like it was an entrepreneurship job. So I was working off of strictly commissions. And so I didn't
Mhm.
realize that the 2 years I was doing that, like this is an entrepreneurship job, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're working strictly from commissions, if I don't make a commissions, I'm not getting paid. And the bills gotta get
Exactly.
paid. You know what I'm saying? And so
Right.
as I reflect on it, I was like, girl, you didn't even realize like you had catapulted, you had put yourself into, this new world.
Right.
And so to me, that had kind of opened up my eyes to like, you can really make some money out here. And so because
Mhm.
of COVID though, that business structure had slowed all the way down. Nobody was really wanting to talk about life insurance. Nobody was wanting to talk about saving no money and stuff like that. Like, girl, we
They
in a
need
recession. I'm not trying to give you no money. I'm trying to keep my
right.
money,
Keep
right?
my money.
And
Yes.
so and so I started doing like DoorDash. So me and my kid's dad, we broke up for like 6 to 7 years, and then we got back together like when COVID happened. And so
Mhm.
it was just ironic that we kind of started talking right before COVID had happened. And so we've been back together since. He swear COVID trapped us back together,
That was the
yeah, yeah,
click.
but he was doing like DoorDash and stuff, and so I didn't really know about like DoorDash and Uber and all of this other stuff until me
Mhm.
and him got back together. And
Mhm.
when we got back together, we would just be doing DoorDash, we would be doing Amazon Flex, we would be doing, I'm talking about any type of side hustle that
Right.
you can do to make some money. That's what we started doing. And so that started letting me
Mhm.
know, like, okay, hold up. I can get out here and find different ways, to make some money
Right.
having to, go clock into a 9 to 5 without like if I need to go pay this light bill and I'm a little bit short, I can go pick up these orders, I can go drop off these packages. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can make some money. And so I started
Right.
making YouTube videos about this. Like my very first YouTube video to get like thousands of views was like the 5 side hustles that made me. I think I probably made over 20 something $1,000 with those side hustles
Wow.
to today. And so I just started sharing information because I'm just like, hold on, did y'all know this? Because I didn't know this. Nobody told me this. And so
Right.
and so that just kind of piqued my interest. And for a while, I wasn't working. I wasn't working for nobody else. And if I was working, I was still doing like work from home jobs where I'm still technically my own boss because I'm scheduling my own hours and I'm picking, the times that I want to work and stuff like
Mhm.
that. And so I had my baby and I did go back to the corporate world. I did go back for like 2 years. When I got pregnant, I was like, ah. So,
Okay.
I was like, okay, I need a little bit more stability. So I,
Mhm.
I went back. I still hate it. I'm talking about all 2 years that I was there. I did not like my job. I did not like it.
Mhm.
I hated it. And it just got to the point
Mhm.
where it built up so bad where I'm waking up anxious. Like I should not, on a Friday when I'm clocking out, I'm still anxious because I know Monday coming. I still gotta come back to this place. Like I hate it
Right.
that bad. It was that bad. And I remember the TikTok shop. It rolled out.
Yeah, we're gonna
Yeah.
get to it. Yeah.
So yeah, the TikTok shop when it rolled out, that's what it started like changing my life. So I don't know if you want to go into that quite yet, but
Yes.
like,
Okay. So I was gonna
but
say we
yeah,
got
like so that build up, that's kind of the backstory of me not wanting to be an entrepreneur, but it just kind of developed
fell
once I
into
started
it.
seeing like okay, hold up. I can make money from home. Like that's when I started figuring stuff out like that. Like that's when I started finding
Mhm.
the companies online where I can make money from home or even like they're doing like the surveys and stuff like that. Like there are so many different things. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I thought I was like, hold up, I don't think I want to work for nobody else. I think I want to work for
It's a lot.
myself.
It's a lot of money to be made out here,
Yeah,
and
and
I
that's
like
when
that. I like that you brought that up. Like, and I also like, I want to go back to when you mentioned a lot of times it's specifically speaking, and then firsthand, also firsthand experience in the aspect of being a minority, a
Mm-hmm.
black woman,
Mm-hmm.
and the aspect of always being told about specific jobs that are
Mm-hmm.
going to make us money, right? Hearing
Yeah.
about like nursing and
Yes.
hearing about like if you're gonna go into finance, you need to go be a loan officer, or it's like specific roles, but it's so many other opportunities out here.
Yes.
And I'm happy that like you identified that obviously due to COVID, it was so many people getting laid off.
Yes.
So many people actually during
Hard
COVID,
to get
that's when
jobs.
just without a job, just
Yeah.
without a job. Like, life was good, and then we finna have to let you go
I'm
because
saying it wasn't like whoa, like
and the fact that I think that just speaks to also you as far as like the hustle mentality.
yeah, you
Like
got to. You got to
you
figure it
you
out, and you got
gotta
to know when
get
to
it.
pivot. You got to know when to pivot. You got to
Mm-hmm,
know like I feel like I'm in a season of pivot right now. Like
mm-hmm,
as when we get to the TikTok shopping and all of that, like it's good, and I'm gonna continue to do that. But you gotta know when to pivot. You gotta know when okay, I gotta add this on, or maybe I gotta
mm-hmm.
tweak this a little bit. Like you have to know, you
Right,
have to pay
right.
attention because baby, the world ain't gonna just give it to you. They not
Mm-hmm.
like
Exactly. So
yeah.
I want to talk a little bit about we kind of got your background, how you got started. Let's dive a little bit deeper into before we move into your businesses. I want to dive deeper into the social media aspect is
Yeah,
we know social media has grown to be a $1 billion industry,
billion,
right?
multiple $1 billion industry.
Okay.
I did a YouTube video over that too, and I was telling people, and that's I'm glad you circled back to that because I did want to mention like social media kind of threw me to into entrepreneurship because when I started to see, especially people that look like me, I'm gonna tell you, like when I started to see more and more and more people that look like me growing on these platforms, I'm talking about I'm consistently hearing women say, "Oh, I made $1 million from brand deals this year. I made
Mhm.
$2 million," and this is just one person. This is one person, girl. I started. You can ask my man. I'll be like, I know he be laughing at me so hard because I be like, baby, she said she made $2 million. If she can make $2 million from brand deals, I can make $2 million from brand deals.
Right.
And that's how you have to think. That's how you really have to think. So social media is such a powerful tool. Even like for my own product based business, like I have sold well over $1,000 worth of my products from social media, from people. Thank you. From people that I do not know. People don't know me from a can of paint. These people ain't never
Mhm.
met me, but if you can figure out social media marketing, you literally can change your business structure. You can change your life. Like it seriously only takes one video, one post
Mhm.
to pivot, to turn things around. Like social media. So you have specific questions about social media? Because girl, I've been in this space for the last 5 to 6 years, so I definitely
So now I want to, because you pretty much touched on the billion, it being a $1 billion industry.
yes,
I want to touch on after this. I want to touch on the TikTok shop, but I want to really see how because it's competitive,
it
right? You
is.
got so many influencers, you
Mm,
got so many content creators. How
mm.
have you been able to be maintain the success of social media, having the confidence that you have, and really be competitive and successful in the social media content
Yeah.
creating?
So again, I said I have a minor in mathematics, so I'm a numbers person. So like I pay attention to what does well. So like if I see that my audience likes when I teach them how to budget, then it will only make sense for me to continue to talk about subjects like that. And so you have to find out where how you're valuable in the
Mhm,
space to really set yourself apart. Like you have to ask myself like why would somebody follow me from this piece of content? Why
mhm,
what would make a person stop their scrolling, like their endless scrolling, and be like, oh, okay, this is cool, or this is valuable, or this is I can share this, I can save this. Like so you have to really kind of think about your target audience. You have to think about them more than you think about yourself. And that's something that I'm still
mhm,
working on myself. Like me and my friend was just having this conversation. Like, girl, you have to how are you helping them? And if you're not helping them,
mhm,
and like I said, my very first video to blow up was the side hustle video. Why? Because people was in a pandemic and they was needing help. They needed a solution. So if you can provide a solution to problems, within your niche or whatever that is. That's how you continue to see success. So like especially like with making money and stuff online, like if I show you a dress, like I should be showing you how to style it, or I should be showing you
Mhm.
like how you can wear it multiple ways so you can get your money's worth. You know what I'm saying? So like you
Mhm.
need to give them a reason to purchase this item, or
Mhm.
they just tell me, oh, that's cute, keep scrolling in it. You know,
Right,
like
right.
so yeah. I had to just try. I just had to try
Mhm.
stuff. Like most people were like, oh, how did you? I started, and I go back to some of my videos. I got this my very first YouTube video that I ever filmed never saw the light of day, and I cringe every time I even go back and look at that video. I'm like, girl, oh my god, what are you doing? But it's like you're not gonna get
Literally.
comfortable. Yeah, you're not gonna get comfortable, or you're not like sometimes if you want to be a creator, sometimes just turn your phone on, just turn your phone on
Mhm.
and talk like you're talking to your friend. Talk
Mhm.
like you're talking to your partner or whatever, somebody that you're comfortable, with, and then just continue to do that. Like you don't have to post that video, but at least
Mhm.
you took the time to practice, and just
Mhm.
get more comfortable with the
Mhm.
with the camera. And so that's kind of I was not comfortable. My first few videos, and it was very cringe. And I mean, my uncle, I remember I would used to send my uncle my videos. He said, okay, you have so much potential. He's like, but maybe you should like work on outlining your videos so you're not stumbling
Mhm.
so much and you have a point,
Mhm.
because people attention span are so so short. You have to get to the point and you have to give them what they're looking for, or they're gonna keep scrolling, or they're not gonna be.
Right,
It's just
right.
gonna be like whatever. So yeah, my biggest thing with social media and standing out is be authentic to who you are too. Because somebody else told me
Mhm.
was they was like, I like how your content is really just like your life, because it is like don't try. I think that's when people really start to struggle with creation and putting content out,
Mhm.
because when you creating about something that's not a part of your everyday routine, or that's not truly you, it's gonna reflect. So if you
Mhm.
can, I like to just record myself in my day-to-day tasks, and most times it'll be something that's really good that comes out of it. Like one of my most viral videos was recently, me and my boyfriend, we went to a wedding, and I just happened to be recording a little snippet of the Lotto song, and that video got like 80 some thousand views. That was not planned. That was not. But sometimes it's
Mhm.
just those little moments, and so you just gotta try and you gotta be genuine, and
Mhm.
yeah, pay attention to what works and keep doing it.
Love that. I love that. Being authentic, being
Yeah.
authentically
I think
you.
that's number one. I think that's
Yes.
number one. And that's a conversation that I still be having with myself. Like, you need to get back to putting out more content that's like from you, like, and not,
Mhm.
I'll put this out because I think it's gonna go viral, and then it doesn't, and then you mad, and then you want to create
Right.
more stuff. You don't
Right.
make it
Right.
not fun. Don't make because that's when you take away the fun, you don't want to do it. And when it's getting hard, and when you in it for just like the money and stuff like that, and you're not seeing money for like a little while, or it stays without sales and stuff, are you gonna quit, or are you gonna keep going? Like, cause there's been
Mhm.
plenty of days where I'm like, man, I'm putting out all these videos, and man, I got 200 views on that video. I have 37,000 followers on TikTok. Why did I get 200
Right.
views? Like,
Right. Right.
but it's like, don't quit. Don't, you know?
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much too for that. And just like talking about being authentically you, being yourself, because like you said, people can tell, they can see it, they can see straight through it. And also being consistent. That's what I got from that too. Being
Yeah,
consistent, even though your social media content might not be what you want it to be at the beginning, like just keep going and
yeah,
it can get better over time
yeah.
too.
And just keep
Because
researching
practice
too.
makes practice
Yeah,
makes
just
perfect.
practice makes perfect, and don't forget to research. Like, look at the people in your industry. Like, I'm not saying go
Mhm.
copy nobody, do not do that. But
Right,
like, look at
right.
people that you aspire to be like. Like, how are they editing their videos? What are the text on screen that they're using? Like, what
Mhm,
do their caption look like? What are they saying to get people to go to their Amazon storefront and stuff like that? I look at all of that kind of stuff. Like, well, how are y'all making these sales? Like, how are y'all like? I do all of that. You have to dissect all of that. You know what I'm saying? So
mhm.
yeah, watch some YouTube University is free. There are some really good videos out there. So
YouTube
yeah,
University. I love that. I love
yeah,
that. Dropping gems for real,
yeah.
like 100%. I'm gonna take some of these too, literally.
That's
Okay,
it.
so
I'm going to YouTube right when I get off of here. Look,
yeah, let me run to YouTube and take
yeah,
some notes. Literally, literally. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is you talked a little bit about resources, the things or like the different things that you utilize, and one of those is TikTok Shop, right?
Girl,
TikTok
listen,
Shop. We know that TikTok Shop obviously blew up. It really
yes.
has blown up. Like I remember when
It
it
hasn't.
started,
I
people
haven't
really
even
wasn't.
been a part of it for a year.
Yeah,
But
you.
within a year, I don't think. I think this program is coming up being a year old. And by far the best affiliate program today. I don't care. Like to know it can. Don't, okay, I'm just playing.
Mhm.
I'm just playing. Don't nobody fight me. But seriously,
Listen, they gonna.
I don't. I'm sorry though. Seriously, I'm a part of Like to Know It. I'm a part of Amazon. I'm a part of It's a couple of more affiliate programs. But if you
Mhm.
talking about what was that what you say? I want to put the baddest in the jack.
Yes.
TikTok got y'all sold up for real. And I'm more than happy to talk about that. Because so I joined the TikTok shop either at the end of July
Mhm.
2023 or August 2023 because they were sending me like, oh, TikTok shop sign up. I didn't know what it was, but I had to sign up because they kept on sending me emails. And so
Mhm.
I started to see like the videos start to roll out. I started seeing the orange card. I'm sure everybody, if you on TikTok, you know what the videos with the orange card on there. I started to see these
Mhm.
videos.
Yes.
I'm what is that? And so I started to see people was talking about they was making money. And I was like, hold on, you already know my ears perking on my head up. Like I'm already posting on TikTok. And at that point I probably had
Mhm.
20, I think I had like 27,000 because this is actually a point in my business where I was in a pivot again. And that's so funny because I
Mhm.
was in a pivot again. Up until July, August of 2023, I had not really grown at all. So the previous year, I only had 22 followers on TikTok of
Mhm.
in April because my daughter wasn't born yet. So in April of 2022, I didn't have no followers. Okay, I had 222 followers, and I started making work from home content. So during this time, obviously, people was looking for opportunities to work from home, and so I gained like 27,000 followers within a matter of like months, like four months, like. And
Wow.
so but after so long, I stopped putting out that content because it was like that was the only type of content that was doing well. And I was kind of getting burnt out because I didn't want to be only known as the work from home lady. Like I don't mind putting y'all on at all, but that's not what I that's not what I want to be known
Yeah.
for. And I had
Mhm.
to understand like if I kept doing that, that's what I was gonna keep growing. I was at a very fast pace, but like I didn't feel like I was gonna be able to really enjoy my content like I was talking about earlier. I was not enjoying it
Mhm.
anymore. I was overlooking for stuff like that. So I again, so back up until August of last year, I wasn't really growing. My videos were doing
Mhm.
terrible. Like I wasn't really making no money or nothing like that. And so the very first thing that I bought from the TikTok shop, I had a coupon. So
Mhm.
if y'all want to buy stuff from the TikTok shop, and you a first time customer, they do be giving out good coupons. And so I had bought this Dove set. It was back to school. I remember this girl. She was in college, and she was like, "Y'all need this, you know?" And I'm like, "I'm not in college, but I need that." And so it had like 12
Right.
Dove products in there, girl. Like the big body washes. It had the bars of soap. It had the spray, the underarm spray, and I
Mhm.
had paid like $10 for it, maybe. It was a lot of product. It should have been $100 and something worth of products. I paid like $10. So I remember I got the package in. I did my little unboxing. The video wasn't even that good. I did my unboxing. Same day I posted it, I made one sale. I was like, what?
Whoa.
I was like, okay. So I don't know. I probably sold like two or three of those. I don't really remember, but then I remember the next item I bought was that vegetable chopper. I still got that vegetable chopper, baby. That vegetable chopper made me some money. It made me some money. I actually just got another one because I would use that one so much that in the last year that it broke down and I needed another one. So I got me another one.
Mhm.
And then so I just started trying stuff. I started trying stuff. I was trying
Mhm.
and so I started doing like biker shorts and like jewelry and just I just started trying little stuff. If it was affordable or if I had a coupon for it, I just started, trying little stuff. And so the big pivot for me with the TikTok shop was now that I see how it has worked because I've made close to $40,000
Wow.
since And it hasn't even been a full year of me really trying to do the TikTok shop.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now, I really the most money that I have made was during Black Friday. So I'm wondering, like, people was ready to speak. So I know that this upcoming holiday season, the
Yeah.
content is going to come because I know that last year I made $11,000 in November
Wow.
in 1 month. See, I just
Wow.
blew what's it called, the climax of the story, because I was leading up to that point. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so I was just trying stuff. I was just trying stuff. November of 2023, felt I was stressed out. I was like,
Mm.
I hate this job. I don't want to do this job no more. Like, I was stressed out. Like, and I probably was like on my last violation anyway, because I was telling them, like, look, I've been here for 2 years. I want to promote. Y'all need to move me around. Like, I don't. And when I felt like they were playing in my face. They weren't trying to find a place for me to go. Like, I was just like, Lord. I remember telling God, I started seeing slowly. I was making a little bit more money on TikTok, slowly and slowly. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, God. I remember telling him, I was like, if I make $5,000 on the TikTok shop, I'm quit my job. I'm done. I'm done. And most people uh, probably be like, girl, that wasn't enough money. Listen, I had a deal with God, so y'all don't need to worry about
Mm-hmm.
it. Like, I was
Well, listen.
talking. And so, what was it? November the 22nd. I remember I was moving. And it's so funny when I think back, I was moving from my apartment to the house that we in now. And so I had posted the video, and then I went on by my day, and then I started to notice like it was a spin mop. So I actually just got rid of the mop because in the move I think it had broke. But
Mm-hmm.
it's this electric spin mop, girl, and it just clean your floors and stuff. And so I had posted this video where I was cleaning my daughter's room, and y'all gotta be if you want to be a influencer content creator, you gotta have thick skin, baby, because they was eating me up in them comments, but they got me paid, so it really don't matter. Like,
Right.
they
Keep
was
talking.
mad, girl. They was mad because like my daughter's floor was dirty because like she even to this day she still doesn't like we working on it, but she's a toddler. What y'all want me to do? Like
Right.
she would throw her food on the floor, and when she was done, so like the floor was nasty. But I obviously cleaned the floor, so I don't know what they was tripping for in the first place. But anyway, that's not the moral of the story. I posted, but I feel like that's important. I feel like that's why the video because it was a little controversial, and so I feel
Right.
like that's why it went viral because
And
people like, oh, you a nasty mom. Her flow is nasty. Girl, somebody come in. I had to make a whole video of my baby room and show how nice it was because somebody would come in and was like,
Mhm.
poor baby living like a caged animal. I was like, not a caged animal, like because I cleaned her floor. Like it
Yeah.
was so crazy. But like now that I look back on it, I was actually happy for those comments because even though y'all being so negative and so nasty,
Mhm.
like the more you can get people to comment on your videos and interact and engage and continue to watch, girl, it's going to go crazy. So this
Mhm.
video, I started to look and it was up to like 300,000. I was like, okay, hold on, I think it's going to go viral. And so this video to this day has like 4.5 million views. And
Whoa.
that one video made me probably $10,000 because I had sold well over 500 of those mops. And girl, I'm talking about I made this money. I don't even think I had so 3 days in a row, 3 days in a row. The 22nd, November 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. I made over $1,000 in affiliate sales. I had never seen nothing like that. Like on the app, like it was. I had started making so much money that I couldn't even see it on the app. I had to go get on my computer. I was like, "Is this for real?"
Mm.
I was like, "Is this real?"
Right.
Like, so I guess on the computer, girl, and it wasn't just 1,000. It was like 1,500. One day it was like 1,500. Then the next day it was like, and I did videos like this. I did videos about this on my channel. I mean, on my page. So I'm sure y'all can go find it if y'all want to go fact check it because I'll be putting screenshots stuff like that too. But it was like 1,500 one day, and then it was like 1,200. It was like 1,400, and I was like, girl, guess what? I quit. I didn't even make it to 10,000. I said, oh, I feel like you felt like I had the faith to tell you that, so now I feel like I'm gonna walk out on faith. I'm gonna quit. And when I quit, I made $11,000 that month. I made like $6,000 in December, so I made a pretty good amount of money.
Right.
And so from that, I was able to put some money back, pay some bills up, and just
Mhm.
continue to make. And I have still consistently now, the last 2 months have been a little bit slower, But I feel like it's some stuff that had to do on my part. But I still have, since I've started consistently in November, I have not made less than, I think, like no less than like $1,500 a
Wow,
month
that's
from
good.
affiliate sales on TikTok. And I mean, even if it's $10, I don't think it's been a day where I've made zero sales since
Right.
I've
That is a
consistently.
blessing.
It is a blessing to, like, do you have to do the work up front? Like, yes, that's literally passive income. Like, some people think with passive income, it's I don't really have to do nothing. No, you have to do stuff to set yourself up front. But like,
Mhm.
so affiliate marketing, there's all types of affiliate marketing programs. Like,
Mhm.
for example, I have another program where my link in bio. So I use beacons. I know people have heard of probably like Stand Store and Linktree and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I use beacons. To me, beacons is the most affordable and you get the most bang for your buck. And so I actually did a YouTube video, 2 minutes, explaining that. Right. In the
Mhm.
last month, I think I done made $40 from affiliate sales, and I was mind blown because I was not even expecting. I'm just telling people. I'm just trying to tell people like, no, for
Right.
real, I use this. I've used this organically for like the last 3 years, and the company actually reached out to me. Was like, "Hey, well, you should start promoting the affiliate sales." And so I was like, "Okay, let me see, let me try." And so I put that video on YouTube. It probably got like, it hasn't even hit 1,000 yet. It's almost at 1,000, but people are finding me from like Google and YouTube. And every
Wow.
time that they find that YouTube video, and every time that they be like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and sign up," and if they click my link and they sign up, I make a commissions from it, and I make that
Mhm.
commission every single month. And so now I'm working with my TikTok because, girl, I still hear to this day. There are girls like, if y'all go look up this girl, her name is Allie from Alabama. She literally, I don't know if you've seen her, but she been on TikTok shop for like 4 months, and she done bought a Tahoe. She done bought a whole Tahoe from the money that she made from the TikTok shop and TikTok videos. Like, they are consistently out here making 4, 5, 6 plus $1,000 a month consistently,
Right.
consistently.
Life
So
changing. I mean,
life
when you think
changing,
about it, life changing like this,
life
that's
changing.
money that some people don't even
Life
make,
changing. Girl, I used to make
you
$3,500 a month for my corporate job, and I felt like I was making decent money. I was making like $23 an hour plus commissions. It's very hard to actually make that to make that dollar
know.
amount without
Mhm.
specific qualifications. I have a bachelor's degree. I have all kinds of customer service under my belt, management under my belt.
Mhm.
I'm very skilled. I'm very like, but they don't care. Like, if you can't if you can't articulate your worth and your value, it is hard.
Mhm.
That's what I'm saying, to reach. And so once I started, when I seen $1,000 in one day, I had already knew I was gonna quit. To be completely honest with you, because I was like, $1,000 in a day. Do you know I'm gonna have to? I didn't even make $1,000 in a week.
Right.
Excuse me. So in my head, I'm like, one video pop off, like I'm set.
Yeah.
I'm set. And so I remember a girl coming. She was like, "Well, I wouldn't have quit my job over 11,000." I was, well, that's you, but I did,
Right.
and I'm saying,
Right. And this is your story.
but
Yeah.
don't get me wrong though. Like, you do have to know, like, if I hadn't been making no more money, if he went to $0 in sales, like, obviously I would have had to go get another job. I'm not,
Mhm.
don't be crazy about it, but like, if you can be wise and be a good steward of like what you're giving me, that $16,000 set me up for months. It set me up for months,
Mhm.
able to,
Mhm.
now I'm not stressing out every day. Now I can
Right.
wake up and I can have slow mornings, and I can think about how I
What
can
you wanna.
continue to push my businesses. I can, take my daughter for a walk and have breakfast and drop my son off at school. And I mean, it might be 9:30, 10 o'clock when I finally sit down, but I still can sit down and I can work on, my plan and my business. And so,
Wow.
girl, it's just so important for people to know what's out there. Like, and if people are worried about, like, now the girlies are getting into like faceless accounts. Like, people are starting to make thousands and
Mhm.
thousands of dollars without ever even having to show their faces.
Show their faces.
I'm
Yes.
trying to start me a faceless account. I don't want y'all to know I'm running that account, okay? I want to be able to. I'm so serious
Okay.
though. I'm so serious though. Like,
Mhm.
because like there are so many different things that, girl, we didn't even get into. Like, there is so much you can talk about. I'm really trying to get into digital products. Like, I've
Mhm.
had a ebook for a very long time. Again,
Mhm.
anything I say, y'all can fact check me. I probably put my first piece of content out about this ebook probably 2 or 3 years ago, but I still don't push it the way that I should. And if I
Mhm.
was to do that, I know I can make so much more money, girl. It's girlies out
Right.
here just making $10,000 a month, $10,000 in a day from selling courses, from selling ebooks. Like,
Mm-hmm.
what do you know? What can you teach me? Like, and I know people be like, well, I don't really know nothing. If you're a hairstylist, I guarantee you can make an ebook on how to make the most snatched wig efficiently, and you can sell that ebook. I'm so serious because I don't know how to make no wig, so I bet you
That's
I would buy it
true.
because I don't know how to, like. You have to like really. How can you position yourself? And so now I have a couple of different ebooks. I have my budget planner because that's really what I started with, like really teaching people. And I need to get back to that type of content. God really be on me about that. Like I really need to start talking more about managing your finances and being really
It's
on top of
needed.
that. I really do need to do that more. But then I have a couple of ebooks too now where I'm talking about Wi-Fi money, like how you can make this money online, like how you can work for
Mm-hmm.
freelance, how you can, start your own business, how you can do drop shipping businesses, how you can, like, it's all kinds of stuff out here. Seriously, how you can start your own product based business. Like it's so much stuff, girl. So when I
Yeah, you need to do a class. Go ahead.
I do, and that's something that I really do want to start working on in this next chapter of my business, like adding on even mentorship, even like strategy sessions and stuff, because I really feel like I'm really good at that. But you do have to have a strategy. You have to have a plan in this online world. I don't think it works if if you just keep throwing stuff to see what sticks. Like you can do that, but like eventually you need to have a plan. Like you need to know
Mm-hmm.
I'm posting this piece of content because my goal is to get them to subscribe to my podcast. Or I'm
Mm-hmm.
posting this piece of content because my goal is to get them to go to my Amazon storefront so I can make an affiliate sale. Like you
Mm-hmm.
need to know, like, yeah,
A
you
goal
just need to know, like, yeah. So, but girl, it's so
to make it clear.
much content.
Woo! TikTok shop, and you said,
Yeah,
remind me the B word link. Which one was that? The
Beacons. Yeah,
beacon.
it's actually already on my profile. So I'm Dash of Dash across all platforms. And Dash of Dash TV on YouTube. So it's still the same, but just TV. But you'll see that link in bio, and I have a link on there where you can actually sign up for your on trial or whatever. It's free. There's a totally free version,
Mm-hmm.
which I had. I still actually use the free version actually,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm getting ready to upgrade just because of some stuff that I'm trying to do inside of my business. But it's still affordable for what I'm trying to do. But girl, yes, like there are
So
so
many
many things.
resources. There are so many things to make money. There is no reason.
There is
I
no
think
reason.
this is really motivating. This is motivating to me because I'm like, wow, there is so many different opportunities that we have
We
that
do.
really, when you think about it, our moms probably didn't
Our
have, our
mamas didn't
grandparents
have it.
didn't
Our
have.
grandparents didn't have it. And like it's funny because it's not funny, but it kind of is. Because like I was talking to my grandfather the other day, and I had started my master's, my MBA, right before I found out I was pregnant. And I
Mhm.
dropped it once I found out I was pregnant because I was just stressed out and it was just so much going on. And I haven't picked it back up. And he just keep asking me. He's like, "You did all that schooling for nothing?" I'm like, "But it's not for nothing, Papa." Like I'm like,
Right.
like I think like to them, that's what signified success. Like
Mhm.
you got a degree, now you're successful. But there's so much more for us these days.
To
Like not
do,
saying that
right.
I'm not gonna go finish my degree,
Right.
but like that degree really don't. I'm not gonna say don't mean nothing. It's the experience, and it's me actually getting out here in this world and building and figuring stuff out that actually. But they didn't have that. Like when he was asking me, well, what do you do? So I'm having to try to show him and my grandmother, like, and they're older. They're like 70. Like
Mhm.
there's, and so I'm having to show them, like, well, I try this dress on, and if they like the dress. Then they buy it and I make some money.
Right.
And I don't think they quite understand,
Understood.
but it's like, Papa, I don't have to leave my house to make coin these days.
Exactly.
Like,
Or work, or this idea that you have to work
yes,
hard. Like I'm talking about, like
yes,
physically work hard to get to where
yes,
you want. And I've also had to restructure my thinking that,
yes,
what is that idea of success? And I think that's something that we all have to ask ourselves, like, what is that
yeah.
for you?
What does that look
And
like?
what does that look like? And and it's not, you have to, like you said, that passive, having that passive income, being able to
Yes, girl,
really
being
get
able to wake up and already have
into
made $50 before your feet hit the ground.
before
What don't y'all want that? Don't you want that? Like, even if I have a 9 to 5, I
Mhm.
still they say the average millionaire has like what 7 streams of income. So baby, even if you have a
Yep.
9 to 5, you should still consider if you a person that look fly all the time and somebody's like always being like, girl, you be so cute. Why would you not? Like, girl, I got this from here and let me shoot you the affiliate link if you wanna buy the outfit. You gonna go buy it anyway, so why would I not
Right.
give me a coin? Like seriously, like I just want us to really get out of, because sometimes people be so afraid to try because they like,
Yeah.
what if they say, what if, oh, well, they gonna be like, what if it fail? And then they gonna be like, okay, but they gonna be
Yeah.
working that or doing whatever it is that they was doing. And once you
Exactly.
finally figure it out, it's so funny because I had just watched a TikTok this morning, and this girl was basically saying like, you'll never find me where you left me at. And I promise, like
Mhm.
that was so good to me. I bridged that so
Mhm.
good because I was like, so what if they be laughing? Like they might see you hee hee ha ha, but when they come back a couple months from now and maybe you thousands up and brand deals deep, like who gonna be laughing in? Like
Crickets.
yeah, so like I
Crickets.
love.
It's I always say this. I'd rather take the leap than live in regret or the fear
Mhm.
of like the what if.
The what if.
Like
I
the what
literally Yeah, I literally was just telling myself that the other day, like, cause I want to go live more, like, because I know that I can make more money if I go live because it's live, like, people, I can talk to you. But I
yes.
just be so afraid, like, I really do. That's the one thing that scares me so bad. I'm not gonna lie, cause people are so rude, like, and
Hmm.
I can be rude too, but I don't want to.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't want to, so I'll be trying to like just control my atmosphere. But I just felt in my spirit, guys, saying like, "You so scared to fail, you won't try." I was like,
Hold on, don't challenge me.
"Hold up."
I love it. Well, I wanna ask you this question because I feel like it's right on point. Literally, I feel like you've been answering the questions even before, and so this is just yeah, it's just been such a good conversation that we're having. But I know you talked a little bit about burnout. We've talked about like we're talking about now like the fear of just taking the leap,
Mhm.
and just I want to kind of get into like what has there been any challenges that you face, along the way, and how have you overcame them? Like what is, or maybe is it that piece of advice that you always tell yourself, hey, when I get in this rut, this is how I'm gonna, overcome this. Yeah.
Well, first of all, everybody don't got kids, but I got kids. So it's like, girl, you can be having an attitude today. You can be feeling lazy, like, but you got two little ones depending on you. So even
Mhm.
if you don't have kids, I'm sure you gotta pay your bills. So like and if you don't like your job, that should be motivation. Like if you land there, like I be feeling like I'm in a me versus me right now. Like because
Mhm.
it's funny because I announced this summer glow up series and I was like I'm gonna be posting these videos and I'm gonna be doing this, I'm gonna be doing that, and it's like as soon as I had announced that to the world, I just been feeling so lazy. I swear to God, like I said that in the
It'd be
second
like,
yeah, I said that in the second video. I was like, child, I done told y'all I was gonna be doing all of this, and it's just like lazy girl days took over. Like, and you have to be honest with yourself though. You have to be honest
mhm.
when you are not living to your full capacity. When you are not like for real doing what you know you want to do, and that's what I feel like that is the most important thing. Is really just having a self reflection, like because burnout is real, like it
It's
is.
real. Mm.
And my biggest tip for burnout is trying to create multiple videos, batch create. So like you don't feel like you having to create no content every single day, or like so batching tasks is a really good idea. So maybe on Monday I shoot 10 videos. If you can shoot 10, shoot five. If you can't shoot five, shoot three. Shoot more. But if you can shoot more than one, that's going to help you the next time it's time for you to post. So maybe I
Mhm.
batch shoot on Mondays, and maybe on Tuesdays I batch edit all those videos, and then
Mhm.
on Wednesdays maybe I batch come up with all of the captions. But if you keep your mind in like a certain task flow, it makes it easier for you. And yeah, something that I just really been telling myself, even if I don't feel like, I be like, girl, get up. Like I say that, like
Mhm.
Sarah Jane, girl, get up. I tell myself that all the time, like, girl, get up. Like you not. I
Mhm.
often think about my higher self and
Mhm.
where I want to go, and I be feeling like she be talking to me. She like, you ain't gonna never get here if you don't get up. And I be like, all right, let me get up because like I'm comfortable where I'm at now, and that's something me and my boyfriend was talking about. Um, we've been learning to be happy and
Mhm.
thrive in where we are now because we worked really hard to get to where we are now. We are in a house.
Mhm.
like with a backyard. Like we tried, it's been a long time. It's been for about 4 years since we've been in this position because COVID really did kick our butt. And so once we got here, we like, okay, we very happy for where we are. We grateful for where we are, but that don't mean we still don't want to go a little bit harder. To because until we got a pool in the backyard of a house that's ours, it ain't. I'm not that satisfied. But you have to
Mhm.
be. You still have to be grateful for where you are, but then you have to just continue, like I said, to self assess and be like, am I truly doing everything that I can do? I think the biggest thing that helps me for real, because when I don't do this, I be discombobulated, I be all over the place, like I don't get nothing done. I'm serious. If I don't, either the night before or first thing in the morning, sit down and for real plan out like the things that I want to get done for that day. I use a top three notebook from Erin on Demand. It's actually really good, but she only
Mhm.
recommends trying to do three big tasks a day. Because when you get to trying to say I'm gonna do 12 different things in one day and you don't actually take the time to be like,
Mhm.
well, this is gonna take 3 hours and that's gonna take 4 hours, you didn't put 42 hours worth of work into one day that was, never actually gonna happen. And so I think
Right.
strategically, like at the beginning of the week, like I write down like when it's a good week. I'll write
Mhm.
down like 10 to 15 things that I want to get done for that week. And then I
Mhm.
can break down those 10 to 15 things into 2 to 3 tasks per day to move the needle towards the goal that we trying to like. So basically what I'm saying is if you wake up every day and you just kind of going without a plan, or you're not really making sure that you are streamlining yourself to get to your goals, that's kind of how you start to get burnt out, complacent, and just standing in the same place. Because like I said this before too, are you being productive or are you being busy? Like I'm busy. I'm
Mhm.
not doing stuff, but it's not productively
Mhm.
getting me to where I'm trying to go. And that's something I have to ask myself all the time. Like, did you do some stuff today? Sure, but girl, it was not what you needed to do. Like, and that's not.
Yeah.
It's kind of counterficial. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Mhm.
When you trying to, when you doing stuff, but it's not like I know that I want to launch this product, say next month. But this whole week, I didn't work on no email marketing. I didn't work on what I'm gonna put on social media to warm the people up. I didn't contact the vendor. I didn't do anything. Like,
Right.
and so like next week, it's just like, oh man, I'm not no closer to launching my product because you didn't do nothing like
Right.
to
Yeah.
get yourself there. And again, when the stuff I tell people, baby, I'll be on my own top. I'll be on my own top because it's some stuff that I've been working on all summer that has not, it ain't even seen the light of day yet because like I have it strategically, and that's this was right on time though because I was yesterday I was having another conversation with my friend. Yeah, we were just talking about being strategic. You have to be strategic.
Mhm.
Like running an online business, because that's what it is. I run an online business. Like you have to be
Mhm.
strategic. So when you know who your target audience is and stuff like that, you can be strategic. You can produce content specifically for them, and then you will see the fruits of your labor. Like I feel like I
Right.
am in the I was in my seed planting phase in my previous years, but now I know enough to continue to pivot, to continue to see my rewards. And so,
Right.
yeah,
I love
girl,
it. I
yeah,
love it. Have a plan.
yeah.
Be strategic. Carry it
Work.
out. Have goals.
Yeah, what's that Bible verse? Habakkuk 2:2, write the vision, make it plain. And then work that plan.
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
write the vision, make it plain. Yeah, then work that plan. Because you can't
Right.
faith without works is dead. Remember those two scriptures.
Yeah.
So,
100%. Girl, you didn't drop some gems, like for
yeah,
real. So
yeah,
I
girl.
want to talk, a little bit about your businesses too.
Mhm,
And I want to get into a little bit. We've talked about Dash of Dash, but
mhm.
the AJ collection.
Yeah, so the AJ
Okay, so
collection.
tell us a little bit about the AJ collection and kind of what brought that vision forward.
Yeah, so I actually had wanted to mention that earlier. So the AJ collection is actually named after my babies. So my
Mhm.
kids' names are Aiden Jalil and Ala Janae. So they both have the AJ. So I just thought that was cute. And so it's named after them, and it's also kind of produced for them too because it's so funny because this actually started as a shower thought. I thought a lot of my ideas start in the shower. Like, cause sometimes I'll just sit up in that shower for like 25 minutes, and it's just my solitude. That's my quiet time. And I
Mhm.
just kept getting in the shower, and I would be seeing like these visions of like mommy and me bonnets in my head. Like, no, I'll be like I know that this exists, but it's not something that's like an oversaturated market, you know?
Right,
And
right.
so I'm like, okay. I was like, I got out of the shower, I remember getting out of the shower. I was like, babe, I think I'm supposed to start a mommy and me bonnet line. And then I don't remember who I was talking to, but somebody was like, but like, why not, cover the whole family? And I was like, you know what? I really don't see no daddy and me do rags floating around out there.
No.
So I was like, and like, this is a business that I really still need to, this is a growing business, and I really, it's so much potential there. And I really need to, really get on my game before somebody come and be like, oh, her product's cute. Let me,
Right.
let me
Yeah.
try
Well,
to
I'll
like,
check out the AJ collection for sure.
yeah. But yeah, so it started, I just started to get little samples and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is really cute. And so eventually, it turned into silk bonnets, silk do rags, and silk scrunchies, and I have them for mommy, for toddlers and for the adults. And I actually recently added the infant size for my bonnets, and so I have infant bonnets, toddler bonnets, and then full size use slash adult. And
Mhm.
so that launched May, was it May 28th? Yeah, May 28th of last year. And so TikTok shop actually same thing now. So instead of being an affiliate, I'm a seller on there for my bonnets. And I would just start randomly getting orders from the TikTok shop, but I never was even posting like videos on my page. And I was like, and so I started to pay attention. I was like, wait a minute, like I think there is something here. And so I started to post more. And it was times where I was making like $600-700, a month back to back
Mhm.
from selling my products on the TikTok shop. And so I started to expand. I added some lashes, and eventually I do want to add some other cosmetic products and stuff like this. So you gotta be tuned because that is something that I'm working on.
Yeah.
I need to get my I need to stop playing. Like I be telling y'all, like I need to stop playing and work on continuing to launch stuff. But like yeah, I really enjoy the AJ collection because it's just something that it was really cool. Like if
Mhm.
you can go to the page and then you can see the photo shoot that we did, and I really loved it. It just really displayed what we were brewing up. It was just like black excellence and stuff like that. But like we're expanding, so it's going to be more than just silk accessories. But that's what it started as. It started as a thought, and then when I seen like what I can really grow this into, I'm like, okay, girl, we probably. I see myself eventually being like the all encompassing beauty supply store, like
Mhm.
because I love like what really even made me want to start selling lip gloss is like when I had made thousands of dollars selling lip gloss for somebody else on the TikTok shop, I was like, no.
I need to do it for
Yeah, I was
myself.
like, no, I
Right.
can do that for myself. And that's what the TikTok shop has honestly changed my mind and my thinking in so many ways. So many ways.
Mhm.
It's like I have generated to TikTok shop like $200,000.
Wow. Wow.
If I can make, and that's not even in a year. That's what's crazy. If I can make all these businesses and brands $200,000, I can do that
Mhm.
for myself.
Exactly.
I can do it for
Exactly.
myself. And so
Exactly.
that's really what honestly inspired me to continue to grow with the AJ collection and stuff like that too. And so yeah, it was definitely founded because of my babies. And it's again, I don't if you don't know what a silk bonnet or a silk durag is, it just helps your hair grow. And
Yes.
with the babies, they be having like the cradle cap and stuff at the back of their head and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So I just want to give a solution for, and then you can match your baby. It's just so cute. But yes, we've been getting a really nice turnout. I think we sold about 300 products
Mhm.
on the TikTok shop, and so I just know once I really put my beautiful marketing brain behind
Yeah.
the business, like it's really gonna grow, and so I'm really excited to do that too because I have so many products and stuff. I was actually thinking about going live
Mhm.
later on to see if I can sell some stuff because I got so like y'all, it's so when I tell y'all so much money to be made out here, but like
It
and it didn't
is.
even start that it didn't even cost that much to get started with my physical
Mhm.
business either. So when I tell y'all it's so many different ways, do not be afraid.
It is.
I even have a physical digital planner. I wish it was out here, but it's not. But I have a physical planner too, like my finance planner.
Mhm.
I have it in the digital version, but I also have it available on Amazon. And if you don't know, if you ever wanted to sell notebooks or anything like books and stuff on Amazon, you can actually become an Amazon author for free.
Mm-hmm.
and get your stuff published on Amazon for free, and they will literally print the books for you. They will ship the books for you, and you don't have to do anything. And so, like, there are so when I tell y'all there are so many just resources. Like, you just have to be willing to look, and I
Right.
promise, like,
And do
you'll find. You'll find what you're looking for.
and do the leg work. Okay.
Yeah, you
Well,
do.
shout
Like,
out.
girl, like, you can listen to these podcasts because these are, I love podcasts. Like, this is my morning thing.
Isn't it?
Or if I'm just by myself, or if I'm driving somewhere, I'm probably listening to a podcast. I'm probably not listening to no music. So it's really
Mhm.
important to listen to stuff like this. And once you
And
maybe
get
hear
these
some stuff,
resources.
yeah, hear whatever information you hear from these podcasts, make sure you go look it up. Make sure you actually use it
Mhm.
as a resource. Because, yeah, like, yeah, you can get a bag. I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah. 100%, 100%, which is exactly why It's a YP Thing podcast was launched to
Yeah.
make sure that we're putting information, resources, all of that out to young professionals that are listening because
Yeah.
y'all, it's too many opportunities. So that
It's
you didn't gave us
really
100
it's,
opportunities,
yes, baby. It's too many
literally.
opportunities to not get where you want to go. Like, so you might have to go through a grind season for a little while, but sometimes you gotta put
Right,
your head down. And once you come up out of grind season, like, you ain't gonna have to grind as hard no more. But like, yeah, if
right,
you got places you want to go, baby, I promise it's resources for you out here, and you can do it.
right, right. Well, we're coming to the end. I got one more question
Okay.
for our listeners. I have enjoyed this conversation. First
Yes,
off, I gotta
girl.
say that I have enjoyed this conversation. Girl, I'm like over here just taking our knowledge in,
Yes.
and I'm
Like,
like,
girl, I'm finna make some more money.
I'm gonna get to right. I'm gonna get off here and get to researching myself. But thank you so much. But the last question I have is, what advice for the young professionals that are listening that might be in their career, might be on the borderline of about to become an entrepreneur, whatever the case is, what advice would you give to them as a successful entrepreneur yourself, serial entrepreneur?
Yes, serial entrepreneur, baby. No, I just
Mhm.
really recommend, like, before you quit any jobs, before you do anything, just really have a plan. Like y'all, like I said, y'all heard me tell God, even though I ain't wait to that 5,000, like, what number would be comfortable for you? Like, if you're thinking about actually quitting your job, like, what number would be comfortable for you to chase your dreams, like, save that number, and then and then maybe quit. But if you're not even wanting to quit and you're just wanting to focus on, just have a plan. Like, I do think that's the
Mhm.
biggest thing. And the biggest thing these days, AI is your friend.
Mm.
AI
Mhm.
is your friend. So you can use Chat GBT to be like, I have a plan. I have an idea about this. Please help me structure a plan in the next 6 months to achieve these goals. And baby, it's
Mhm.
going to write out a whole plan for you.
Yes.
It's going to be like, okay, on week one, you need to be naming your business and you need to be coming up with your mission plan. And you be like, oh, well, I don't know how to come up with a mission plan. You need to be like, well, I would like to help young women learn how to make money online. Make my mission plan for me. It's gonna spit it right out for you.
Mm.
So literally,
Wow.
like, if you need some help structuring and seeing what it is that you want to do, Chat GBT and AI is your best friend. And once you have your plan, have goals. Use smart goals. Set
Mhm.
set set timelines, set dates, and stick to those dates. Like, don't do too much to where you won't be able to actually accomplish. But I tell myself, if I can be 1% better every day, if I can do one task every single day to push myself forward, then I promise, just look at where you'll be. Just look at where you'll be. So seriously, just have a plan. Seriously, have a plan. Work that plan. And if you see this a part of that plan ain't working, rework it, restructure it. Like,
Right.
but don't just go and not have a destination in mind. I think that's where
Mhm.
we get messed up at, and
Mhm.
that's where we often fall short because we don't really know what the goal is and stuff like that. So if you can set some goals, some strategic goals, and work that plan, I think that's the best thing for you. And use AI for real, because, like, if you're
Mhm.
struggling with, like, content ideas, you can be like, I do this all the time. I go in there and be like, I'm a 28-year-old mama too, living in Dallas, Texas. I talk about fashion, finance, and lifestyle. I want you to give me my next 28 YouTube videos. I want to talk about skincare. I get specific. I talk to this thing like, you are my friend. And you don't have to use grammar. You don't have to do none of that. And you press enter and it's going to, boom, it's going to lay out a whole business
Right.
plan, a whole structure for you. So don't make it harder than you got to.
Right, right, 100%. Oh my gosh, girl,
Yes, girl.
your journey, your story is like so powerful. I want you to
Thank
know
you,
that.
girl.
It's
Thank
so
you.
powerful. It has truly inspired me. I'm just over here like I'm just so inspired and just to see the success. For the listeners, me and Odesha actually went to the UCA
Yeah,
together
we
right
went to
here.
college together too.
Yes, right. And there is my sorority sister. Yes,
Yes.
I'm an AKA. For those of you that
Yes.
are listening that did not know that, but to see where the growth and to see where you are, um, us being in Arkansas and being at UCA and just to see
Yes.
who you are and just how much growth, like just how much success that you've had. And the thing is, you're just
Still
getting started.
trying,
Right. You're
girl. I'm still
still going.
trying, girl.
You're still going. And so I just want to give kudos to you and just like keep going. Keep
Yes,
going.
girl. Well, you too, for real, because I definitely had to reach out to you when I seen you doing the podcast, and I see the events that you hosting back in Arkansas, and the connections that you're making, and it's really beautiful. It really is. Like it really, just like you said, just being a minority, being a black woman, is honestly
Right.
like we're not always welcome into these spaces. So when we walk up in here and we make it ours, like it's
Mhm,
definitely very known. Like I'm meant
mhm.
to be here, and I'm meant to make a difference, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I love it, girl. And
Mm.
I'm sure I would love to come back. I'm open. I'm
Oh,
ready to go.
we
Girl,
gonna be bringing you back so you
girl,
can give
right?
us
Because
some
look,
more.
my man texted me like, "You still on the podcast?" That means you come get your baby. What's
Oh
that,
my
baby? We
God.
almost done. We
Oh,
almost
yes,
done.
yes, exactly. Tell her I was done. I'm gonna give you, some more of your time back. But thank you for you dropped some nuggets. You've given
Yes.
us so much,
Yes, well, I'm so happy. Seriously, like I
knowledge.
just feel like God continues to bless me when I help His people. Like, and that literally was my prayer the other day. Like, God continues to put the resources around me. Like, I don't want to do nothing else for me. I want to make sure that what
Mhm.
I'm doing is for you and for my purpose and for my business. And I feel like when I continue to do that, it's really how I thrive. That's really how. Because I love to help people, and I think I'm still fulfilling my own purpose because I think I only want to be a doctor to help people. I don't have to
Mm.
be in a room with blood and broken bones to like do that.
Right,
You feel me?
right,
Like I can help the masses with what I'm doing now. Like I really can. And so I think what we
worldwide.
doing, girl, I love it. I love it. So it was great. That was an amazing episode.
Well, y'all have heard firsthand on It's a Wifey Thing podcast from the one, the only Odesha Collins.
Yes, girl.
I know for a fact we're going to be seeing more of you. You're going to continue
Yes.
to be successful. I cannot wait until you're at 100,000 followers. And I'm like,
You feel me? I can't wait, girl. We gonna be back on here
yes,
turning up, celebrating. I'll be like,
exactly.
okay, it happened. Time for our episode.
Right. I had her on the episode.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm super excited. Thank you again for coming on. And
Yes.
I'm Pansy Johnson. I'm all about encouraging, educating, and elevating young professionals. And I will see you in the next episode. Peace.